The end is nigh. Some great destruction is about to happen very soon. It could be a world war or a direct nuclear war. I'm not just saying these things randomly. Some interesting developments happened last week. You will be surprised to know about them. First of all, you need to know a few things. NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. You must have heard about it somewhere. NATO is a defense group formed by some Western countries. This group includes the most powerful countries in the world. For example, America, Germany, France, UK, Canada, and almost all European countries are in this group, a total of 32 countries. The special thing about this group is that according to NATO rules, if a war breaks out on any country in this group, it will be considered as if a war has broken out on all these countries. For example, if we attack one country in this group, according to NATO rules, it will be considered as an attack on all these countries. Then these 32 countries, including America, UK, and France, will all come together and attack us. This group was formed in 1949. It was mainly established to protect European countries from Russia. You all know that for the past 3 years, a war has been going on between Russia and Ukraine. The main reason for this war is Ukraine's attempt to join the NATO group. As soon as Russia learned that Ukraine was going to join the NATO group, Russia gave an immediate warning. They said they would not agree to Ukraine joining NATO. This is because Ukraine is a country that borders Russia. If Ukraine joins the NATO group, America can easily deploy its advanced weapons and military in Ukraine and station them at the Russian border. This is a huge challenge for Russia. The presence of the American army and American weapons at the Russian border compromises Russia's security. That's why Russia warned Ukraine beforehand. Even after this, when Zelensky did not listen, Russia started the war. The war has been going on ever since. But now an interesting and dangerous development has occurred. Some reports say that about 20 drones belonging to Russia, while attacking Ukraine, slowly entered the airspace of Poland, which you can see here. As soon as the Russian drones entered Poland, the country activated its defense system. It immediately sent its F-16 fighter jets and shot down the drones in the sky. Now, some of you might think they were shot down in the sky. So what's the danger in that? No one who knows Russia will take the entry of these drones into Poland lightly. This is because Russia does everything in a well-thought-out and planned manner. Poland is a NATO country. Russia sending its military drones over a NATO country is like a warning to all NATO countries. Now, NATO's Article 5 has been activated. In this, the leaders of the NATO countries will all come together to decide whether or not to activate Article 5. If Article 5 is activated, all the NATO countries will start a war against Russia. There is a 70% chance of this happening at present. This is because when Russia was asked about these drones, they said, "Our drones entered your country by mistake. We had no plan to send our drones into your country." But we can't trust Russia on this matter. Do you know why? Even before the war on Ukraine, many journalists asked Russia, "Will you attack Ukraine?" Do you know what Russia said then? It said, no. We don't want to wage war on Ukraine." But within 48 hours of saying that, Russia started a fierce war against Ukraine. Now, Russia is giving the same kind of statement about Poland. It says it doesn't want to attack Poland. But European countries don't seem to believe Russia this time. According to some recent reports, European countries are preparing for war. They have activated their weapons, air force, and Navy. About a week ago, a piece of news came from France. The government there passed an order to all the hospitals in the country. Do you know what it said? Increase the capacity of the hospitals to treat more people. Even if hundreds of thousands of soldiers suddenly come to you for treatment with injuries, you should be able to treat them all. Even if soldiers from our neighboring countries, that is, other European countries, come, make sure that the hospitals have the capacity to treat them. This means that the European countries already know that something big is about to happen and that a war is coming. Looking at this Trump, I really have to laugh. This is because before he came to power, he said that he would stop all wars as soon as he came. But he couldn't stop even one war. Even though we ourselves stopped the war between India and Pakistan, he tried to take credit by saying, "I stopped it myself," but he couldn't really stop any war. Instead of stopping the war, he has now caused more wars to happen. Just recently, he sent his entire navy to Venezuela and is ready to attack that country. And on the other hand, NATO is preparing for war with Russia. At a time like this, he should try to stop the war, but he is targeting India, saying that we have hurt his ego. He thinks that if India doesn't buy oil from Russia, Russia won't get money and they won't wage war. But the one thing that America, the most powerful country in the world, doesn't understand is that even if India doesn't buy oil from Russia, it won't make a difference to Russia. This is because the biggest oil buyer for Russia is China. No one in this world can threaten China. No one can blackmail them. That's why they will continue to buy oil from Russia. And even after so many sanctions, Russia has stood strong. You won't believe it, but America and European countries have imposed about 20,000 sanctions on Russia. Yes, you heard that right, 20,000 sanctions. Even so, the country has withstood them and stood its ground. Furthermore, since the Russia-Ukraine war started, all the foreign companies in that country have left. Currently, there are no companies like Google, YouTube, Microsoft, Facebook, or X in Russia. Even so, the country is successfully surviving. Now Russia has changed its economy into a war economy. It takes a long time for a country's economy to become a war economy. For the past 3 years, Russia has been doing the same thing. They have made their economy so strong and stable that they can continue to wage war with any country for a long time, 10 to 20 years. Now, no matter how many sanctions or tariffs are imposed on Russia, it won't make any difference to them. That's why European countries are now scared. Russia is not just targeting Ukraine now, but all of Europe. Russia's first target is Poland. Poland shares a border with Belarus and Ukraine. Belarus is very close and supportive of Russia. I think Russia's plan here is that they are already slowly occupying Ukraine from this side. If they can directly target Poland and defeat that country, the rest of the European countries will tremble with fear. They won't have to fight a war with them. If they defeat one Poland, the other countries will automatically become weak. Look at the map here. Once Poland collapses, Russia's next target is Germany, the economic power of Europe. It seems that Russia is planning to slowly occupy all of Europe, but occupying all of Europe is not that easy. There is a 100% chance that a fierce war will break out between Europe and Russia. If a war breaks out between Europe and Russia, America will definitely have to get involved. Just analyze it yourselves clearly. If a war starts between Russia and Europe and America, Iran will definitely come to Russia's support. This is because America recently attacked Iran with its B-2 bomber, and America has plans to carry out more attacks on Iran. And the interesting thing here is that all the drones that Russia used on Poland were manufactured by Iran. If Iran gets involved in this war, China will also slowly get involved. North Korea will also get involved, supporting Russia. If so many countries are participating in a war, it will definitely lead to a global war, World War III. After that, we don't know when it will turn into a nuclear war. While this conflict is going on, in a city in Israel, some Palestinian terrorists attacked. 4 Israeli civilians died in that attack. Israel investigated it in detail and confirmed that it was done by Hamas. Do you know where the Hamas leaders are? After confirming that it was done by Hamas, Israel investigated in detail, found out where the Hamas leaders were, and planned to attack. Do you know where the Hamas terrorist leaders are? In Qatar. With that, Israel, without any thought and without fearing anyone, directly sent its fighter jets to Qatar and attacked a city in Qatar. Now, there is a high possibility of a large-scale war between Israel and Qatar as well. Currently, wherever you look in the world, you can see conflicts, destruction, and war on all sides. In our neighboring country, Bangladesh, the jihadis and Islamists all came together, overthrew the Sheikh Hasina government, and destroyed the country. The Nepal government recently collapsed. That country is also going to be completely destroyed. This is because at present, there is no specific mechanism to take care of the country's affairs. The people, especially the students there, have taken law and order into their own hands. They are burning down big malls, shops, and private companies. Even the opposition party has ceased to exist in that country. Nepal's future is definitely going to be dark. It will take a long time for that country to recover. And here, a war between Europe and Russia is about to start. America is trying to attack Venezuela. Israel, while continuing to attack Gaza and Palestine, has now also attacked Qatar. Overall, looking at the situation, it seems our end is near. It feels like World War III is very close. If a war between Europe and Russia starts, who should our India support? Which side should we be on? Or is it better to remain calm without supporting anyone? If a war between Europe and Russia starts, its impact on our India will be huge. Then Europe might also join America and impose sanctions and tariffs on us. With that, our economy will definitely be affected. All in all, because of this Trump, this world, which was peaceful to a certain extent, has now come closer to World War III. Overall, these are the complete details related to this video. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, don't just watch and leave. Subscribe to our channel. Such interesting and informative videos will be coming on our channel every day. If a global war starts, what will be India's role in it? What would be good for India to do? Whom should India support? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments below. Let's meet again with another interesting topic in the upcoming video. Until then, Jai Hind and Jai Bharat.